We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, Slaney, 50, rip right. Check your hot read. Omaha, ready, move. Check 80 weapon. Here we go. Check nickel.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. This is West. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
You think you gonna get this? Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check that.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 12.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
I'm coming after you. Check, crunch.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, Slayton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7, Packers nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
26. Mike 42. Ready? Five.
Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Set. Waiting. Mike 50. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 10. Quick dash. Come.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. It's West. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Watch QB drop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Catch made by Slayton. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to. Forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the offense going to use the first of their... timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Shoot. X3, 218.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Box it. Scan 300. 56 to Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep down. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Hey, 88. Blue flip again.
Now it's Rodgers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Peterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers now to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
No. 158.
Watch the slats, watch the slats. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
159. 319.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 26. Jump out.
Mike 40. I got him.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Ringo.
They'll run with Peterson. Able to power through. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. While it didn't work there, are you okay with that play call? 1st and goal from this far back, trying to get it to the outside?
I am. They feel like they've got a little bit more room there to operate. What they were counting on is picking up a few yards and keeping the playbook open for the next down going forward. Instead, they've changed everything. Now they have to only go in one direction, and that's likely throwing the ball.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Bravo.
Let's go one more.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Mike 40, Mike 40.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
All day, baby, all day.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers, touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go,
Watch tight, watch. Tight end right, tight end right.
Hey.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go. Calm the crowd. Easy. You better be 6'6". Pull it high.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Double right. He's checking.
They start on the ground with West. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stafford. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Charkandrick West, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers now to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam. Coco over here.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
You got him. You got him.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
New Mike 52.
Pilot 64. Weak.
Here we go, D.
Here, Mike.
Where's 52?
Hey, orbit.
52's the mic. No chance.
From the 27, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 48 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6 guys. Check 6.
Again, Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
50.
5-2 is the mic. Mike's 5-2.
Mike left.
Silver. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man is Allison, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch 32. Watch the screen run. He's coming.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Hey, 70. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Check Dragstone, travel.
He's
22.
He's checking crack.
20 hot.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Check safety, check safety.
Middle.
Check 13, check 13. Check, lucky.
22 jet bomber. Omaha, ready to move.
Tight dog. Check 4. Kill. Rush in.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This one to Slayton over the middle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Check.
180.
Check. 42's the mic. Push him back.
On first down, Stafford here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Set. 180.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
On first down at Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down, Lions.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air again, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stafford. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
25, check 25, check 25.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Strong right. 10-30. Hey, we are.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
26. 51's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 51's the mic, boys.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got 58. Here we go.
Rodgers to throw once more. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Tremont Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
Let's get it.
48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now watch one.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a toss. This is West. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds.
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 43.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
51. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Rodgers again now. He's going to let it fly.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You got nothing. Back north. Back north.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Y'all not ready.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory.